Hello, YouTube. This is Tech Sergeant Ken, and I have a couple of stories today, actually two stories, and later, when it's not so hot, you will see in this video our other Doom Buggy. Like I said, you'll see that later. I'm just teasing it for now. Okay, my first story is my favorite mother-in-law story. My mother-in-law, before she passed, went to Disney with us once. And she wanted to go to Animal Kingdom. So we were like, okay, sure, no problem. We actually like some of the other parks a little better. It's not that we don't like Animal Kingdom, there is stuff there that we like. And she wanted to go on Everest. Where it's like, okay. So we got in line. It wasn't all that busy that day. Now keep in mind, there are signs everywhere in line that says this attraction is it's a roller coaster. There are places where it's dark and it goes forwards and backwards. So we got in line. We got on the ride. Ari's not that into roller coasters, especially ones that go backwards. And so we got on. She screamed the entire time. She loved it. But at the end, she said, "Why didn't you tell me it was going to be in the dark and go backwards?" I just looked at her and said, "There were signs everywhere that told you that, and you didn't ask." So I got to see my mother-in-law scream in terror, but also in amusement. And that's the mother-in-law story. Now, the other story I want to tell you is about what happens with Disney security. This did not happen to me. A friend of mine who is no longer a Disney cast member told me this story. This was years ago, but back when Stitch's Great Escape was actually running. It hasn't been for a few years. I'm not sure what they're going to do with that space. Probably something interesting knowing Disney. But what you have to do, when you come in, you're supposed to fill in all the space, all the seats. You don't leave any space in between. And the guy decides that he's going to stop in the middle. And people have to, let me hold this a little bit better. Yeah. He decides that he doesn't want to do that. So he sits down and people are having to crawl over him. And the cast member, my friend, goes over and asks him politely to please move. He says, "I'm on vacation. I don't have to do anything." He asks him again, "Please move, sir, or I'm going to have to call security." He says, "Fine, call security." So, well, first he calls his lead, the manager and directly above him, and the manager asks him to move. So they say, "No, I'm not moving. I'm on vacation. I can do what I want." So security is called. He is escorted off the ride, gives them grief. So, from what I understand, he got kicked out of Magic Kingdom. His family got kicked out of their hotel. Their cruise got canceled. And they were trespassed and they're never allowed to come back to Disney World. All because he didn't want to move. This also tells us that you don't really want to mess with Disney security, despite the fact that they have Mickey on their badge. They can really mess up your vacation if you don't do things that you're supposed to. And now, without any further ado, although there is going to be a time lapse, but you won't know about it. And this is our other dune buggy. This used to be Ari's car, but Ari basically doesn't drive anymore. So I use it. not as often as I do my Bolt, but this is the Doom Buggy. It is a 2015 Smart 4.2 electric drive. It's a full EV. And as you can see, we have decorated a bit. That's Bob. If you understand the reference, I like you even more. The evil eyes. The whole Haunted Mansion sticker and Doom Buggy license plate. It is a very cool little car. It is quick. It's only got about 50 miles of range, so living over here on the east coast of Florida, we can't go to Disney in it because it's further than that, unfortunately. But it is still a very fun car for around town. So we actually have two Doom Buggies.